Hallelujah! How's it going, guys? My name is Blessious, and Nintendo released a trailer or a teaser or just an update to the sequel to Breath of the Wild, and I want to hop into it. I know I'm a little bit late, but family emergencies and all. I'm excited because I'm such a Zelda fan. Literally, I have a puppo named Zelda. So, by law, I have to be a pretty big Zelda fan. I also was on a Zelda Amazon show last year, so I think I know what I'm talking about.
こんにちは。ゼルダの伝説シリーズプロデューサーの青沼です。ゼルダの伝説ブレス・オブ・ザ・ワイルド続編の発売時期に関してお知らせがあります。本作は2022年に発売を予定しているとお伝えしていましたが、開発にもう少しお時間をいただきたく、発売を2023年春に変更させていただきたいと思います。楽しみにお待ちいただいている皆様、大変申し訳ありません。
Oh man, I'm so
続編
excited
の
for
舞台
this.
は
As
前
previously
作
announced, the
ブレス・オ
adventure
ブ・
of
ザ・
the
ワイル
sequel
ド
will
で
take
の
place
地
not
上
just
フィ
on
ー
the
ルドだけ
ground
でなく
as in the previous
空
game,
の上にも広がる
but
と
also in
前
the skies
回お伝えし
above.
ましたが、拡張された世界は
However,
そ
the
れだけでは
extended
なく、
world goes beyond
そこで皆
that,
さんを待ち
and
受
there
け
will
る
be an even
新たな
wider
出会い
variety
や
of
新
features
たな
so
遊
you
び
can
も
enjoy,
前作以上
including
に
new
多彩な
encounters
もの
and
と
new
なっていま
gameplay
す。
elements. Look at the sword!
そうした
In order to make
続編
this
での体
game
験を
experience
特
something
別なものにす
special,
るべく、開発チーム
the
一同
entire development team is
引き続き
continuing
総
to
力を
work
挙げて取り組んでい
diligently
きます
on
ので、
this game.
どうか
So
今しばら
please
く
wait
お待ちいただけ
a
ればと
while
思います。
longer.
今回のお知らせは
And
以
that's it
上
for
とな
today's
ります。
announcement.
ありがとうございました。
Out. Yo, Aonuma with the new sweet digs.
Speaking of
All
Clash.
right, so let's just take a peek into this because there is some new things. Well, not new. Obviously, we saw these updates before. However, I just want to say, man, I am so hyped for this game. Breath of the Wild, I know it sounds like a cop-out answer, but that's my favorite game of all time. I know a lot of people get heated about what's the best Zelda game. Oh, man, it's either Majora's Mask or Ocarina. I don't know if it... I think the best N64 game that aged the best over time is Star Fox 64, hands down. You could go play it on an N64 controller, or not even an N64 controller, and it's amazing. And it stood the test of time. However, I'm not saying, Majora and Ocarina didn't. However, dude, I'm so stoked about this. And yeah, these are definitely reused. However, I'm so excited to see what is new in this game. They mentioned in this that there is new features. Look at that Master Sword just glowing. And like I mentioned last year with the release of Skyward Sword HD, I was part of a Amazon Nintendo show for the release of that. And man, I know my lore. I know my lore, and dude, I feel like this is gonna be almost like a sequel to Breath of the Wild, but somehow bring it into like a full circle to Skyward Sword in a weird way, because Breath of the Wild was the last, in the timeline, and Skyward Sword's obviously the prequel of all Zeldas. But I'm so interested, because if you look at the Master Sword right there, it looks even like, look at these, it looks almost like digitized a little bit. Like, I know that's how it looks, but man, I wonder what happened to it. Obviously, Link's hand just got, infected with frostbite or Ganon bite or dead hand. But it looks like it also affected the Master Sword of sorts. And I wonder, man, if this game is like, dude, that probably makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Because with every Zelda game, you have to get the Master Sword. There's never been a game where you restore the Master Sword that I can think of, right? So I feel like what happens is out of the start of the game, you go through, you have the Master Sword, something happens, Ganondorf is resurrected, touches you, you get Dead Hand and a bunch of new abilities, but Fi is in danger. And the Master Sword is corrupted or dying, or maybe it continues to wither. And I bet you through probably, I'm going to guarantee with everyone that complained that this game is going to have dungeons. I bet through, you have your first 3 dungeons or so, then you get the Master Sword, and the game really begins. That is my bet. I bet this game is going to have that. That is just my overarching thing. Also, I just want to show, man, I love this. The Triforce is down here, because to the regular eye, it just looks like triangles. But, oh, I love that. That is such a cool little thing just to see, man. And, man, Link just looks badass as always. And I hope to see Fi from Skyward Sword in this and playing a role to the restoration of the Master Sword. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I want to know yours, so why don't you leave them down in the comments? Yeah, I hope you guys have a freaking amazing one. I really do appreciate you. How many Legend of Zelda games have you beat, and what is your favorite? I hope you have an amazing one. Expect more streams and videos from me, twitch.tv/Blessious, or leave us like, sub, all the stuff down there. Until next time, guys, Kawa Bunga.